Ford just recalled 6.7 million vehicles, and we're only in March. That's not a typo. 6.7 million trucks and SUVs, some with brake systems that could fail while you're towing, backup cameras that go completely black, and in the most extreme cases, drive shafts that could literally separate from the vehicle while you're driving. If you own a Ford F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Super Duty, Maverick, or several other models, this video might save you from a dangerous situation. Stay with me, because I'm breaking down all 6 recalls, which models are affected, and exactly what you need to do right now.
Let's put this in perspective.
The Ford F-150 has been America's best-selling vehicle for 48 consecutive years. It's not just a truck, it's an American institution, and right now, millions of them are under recall. Here's what we're dealing with. 6 separate recalls issued in early 2026, affecting over 6.7 million vehicles total. That's more than Ford recalled in all of 2024. This isn't one problem, it's a cascade of issues across Ford's most popular lineup. The affected models read like a who's who of Ford's best sellers: F-150, F-250, F-350, Super Duty trucks, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Maverick, Ranger, Lincoln Navigator, Expedition, and more. So what exactly is wrong? Let's break down each recall, starting with the most widespread and arguably the most dangerous.
The biggest recall
affects 4.38 million vehicles. Let me say that again. 4.38 million trucks and SUVs. The problem? The integrated trailer module, that's the computer that controls your trailer's brake lights and turn signals, can lose communication with the rest of the vehicle. When that happens, the people behind you have no idea you're braking or turning. Imagine you're towing a 20-foot camper on the interstate. You hit your brakes, and the trailer's brake lights just don't come on. The car behind you has no warning. That's not a theoretical risk. That's a real-world scenario affecting millions of Ford owners right now. The models affected include 2021 through 2026 F-150S, 2022 through 2026 Super Duty trucks, Mavericks, 2024 through 2026 Rangers, and Lincoln Navigator and Expedition models. The good news? Ford says over-the-air software updates will start rolling out on March 17th. But if you tow regularly, I'd recommend getting to a dealer sooner rather than later.
Here's a weird one.
Nearly 890,000 vehicles have a software glitch that can make the backup camera display upside down. Yes, you heard that right. You put your car in reverse, look at the screen, and everything is inverted. Trees are pointing down. The ground is at the top. It's completely disorienting and dangerous when you're trying to back up in a crowded parking lot. This affects 2020 through 2022 Escape and Lincoln Corsair models, plus 2020 through 2024 Explorer and Lincoln Aviator models. Ford expects a software fix in Q2 2026. Even more concerning is this next recall: 849,000 vehicles where the backup camera can go completely black. The issue is with the APIM module. That's the Accessory Protocol Interface module, which can overheat and disable the rear view camera entirely. You shift into reverse, and instead of seeing what's behind you, you see nothing, just a black screen. This primarily affects 2021 through 2026 Bronco and 2021 through 2024 Edge models. Again, a software fix is coming, but until then, old-fashioned head-turning is your backup plan. Here's one that could catch you off guard in a rainstorm. Over 600,000 vehicles have windshield wiper motors that can fail without warning. The wiper motor can just stop working. You're driving in heavy rain, visibility drops, you hit the wiper switch, and nothing happens. This is the kind of failure that can cause an accident in seconds. The recall covers 2020 through 2022 Explorer, Escape, and their Lincoln equivalents, Aviator and Corsair. This one requires a dealer visit for a physical repair. There's no software fix. Now, for the smallest but potentially scariest recall. About 11,400 Super Duty trucks, specifically 2025 and 2026 F-250S and F-350S, have drive shafts that could separate from the vehicle. Let me be clear about what that means. The drive shaft connects your transmission to your rear axle. If it separates while you're driving, you lose all power to the rear wheels. The truck could become uncontrollable. The cause? Improperly tightened fasteners during manufacturing. If you own a recent Super Duty, check your VIN immediately. This is a must-fix situation.
So what does all this mean for Ford?
As a brand. In 2025, Ford recalled about 12.5 million vehicles total, and now, in just the first quarter of 2026, they've already hit 6.7 million. The pace is actually accelerating. To be fair, recalls aren't always a sign of poor quality. Sometimes they show a manufacturer being proactive about safety. But 6 major recalls affecting this many vehicles in this shorter time, that's a pattern that should concern potential buyers. The good news is that Ford is offering free repairs for all of these issues. The bad news is that it's a lot of trips to the dealer, a lot of software updates, and a lot of uncertainty for owners. If you're shopping for a truck right now, this doesn't mean you should avoid Ford entirely, but it does mean you should check recall status before you buy anything used and factor in the possibility of future service visits for new models.
Okay, let's get practical.
If you own any Ford truck or SUV from 2020 to 2026, here's exactly what you need to do. Step 1. Check your VIN. Go to Ford's recall website or the NHTSA recall lookup tool. Enter your 17-digit VIN and see if your specific vehicle is affected. Step 2. If you're affected by the trailer module recall and you tow regularly, consider visiting a dealer before the OTA update on March 17th. Don't wait if you're planning a towing trip. Step 3. For the camera issues, be extra cautious when backing up until the software fix arrives. Use your mirrors, turn your head, go slow. Step 4. For the wiper motor recall, schedule a dealer appointment now. This requires a physical repair, and dealer service bays are going to get busy. Step 5. If you own a 2025 or 2026 Super Duty, check that VIN immediately. The driveshaft issue is rare but serious. And Step 6. Keep records of all recall repairs. If you ever sell your vehicle, proof of completed recalls can affect resale value. So here's my take. This is a significant moment for Ford. 6.7 million recalled vehicles in 3 months is impossible to spin as anything other than a quality control challenge. But here's the thing. Ford is doing the right thing by issuing these recalls. They're offering free fixes. They're not hiding from the problems. That counts for something. If you currently own an affected vehicle, don't panic. Check your VIN, schedule your repairs, and stay informed. Most of these issues have straightforward fixes. If you're thinking about buying a Ford, do your homework. Check recall history, ask about completed service, and factor in the possibility that newer models might face similar issues. The F-150 is still a capable truck. The Bronco is still one of the coolest SUVs on the market, but right now, Ford has some trust to rebuild. That's it for today's breakdown. If this helped you understand what's happening with Ford's recalls, smash that like button. If you want to stay informed about automotive news that actually affects you, hit subscribe and the notification bell. Drop a comment below. Do you own one of the affected vehicles? I want to hear about your experience. Thanks for watching. Drive safe out there.